Okay, guys, we're going to check the 7.5 from yesterday. I'll check the 7.5. What were the coordinates for A, B, C?
0, 5, 0, -4, 0.
Okay, and so when you multiplied by 2, you got 10, 6, 0, -8, 0. Okay, so 0, 10 would be there. A prime. Can you see the green? Not very well. Okay, let me go get the blue. I'm liking my pens. You got it for Christmas. I love them. Okay, so A is 0, 10. 6, 0 is B prime. -8, 0, C prime. Should your figure be congruent? Huh? Okay. Okay, somebody asked this morning, well, what does congruent mean? That's a very good question. Numbers are equal. 5 is equal to 5. Figures are congruent. That means what? Same shape, same size. Now, they might be turned. They might be rotated. But the same shape. Like these two triangles are congruent because they're the same shape, same size. Okay? And to check this, look, obviously the y-axis goes through the origin, and A prime are on the y-axis, as is B prime, C, and C prime on the x-axis. So they go through the origin. Okay. Any questions on one? Okay, on two. A prime, A, somebody. Okay, Brooke, just tell me. Good. And the rule is 3x, 3y. Guys, who has realized that the rule has to have x and y in there? Who realized that the rule has to have an x and a y? Yes. Every rule on translation, reflection, rotation, and now dilation, it has to have an x and a y in there. You're doing something to the x and the y, the coordinates. That's what you're doing. Okay, so this is -12. Everybody, -12, 6. Good, and I know you can graph that. And your A prime, when you line it up, goes through the origin. Very good. Number 3 on the back. Amber, tell me the coordinates for X, Y, Z. Tell me the coordinates, Megan. -6. -2. 2. Okay, 2. I couldn't hear you. Okay, so 1/2 X, 1/2 Y. 1/2 X, 1/2 Y. So you're just going to take half of these numbers. So that's going to be -3, 4, -1, 1, -3, 1. And you're going to graph it. And it's not a very good picture. And then it's because it's kind of confusing in there. It's so little. But if you match it up, the ZZ prime, XX prime, well, it should go through the origin. Okay? Number 4. Hayden, Q. Good. Okay, so when you multiply by 1.5, you got everybody together. -9, 3, 3, 6. Good. I didn't hear everybody. Okay, and when you graph it, you're going to see on there that the Q's, R's, they all go through the origin. Guys, it would have been better had you finished this. Okay, look on the front. Look on the front. To get the scale factor. There's two ways to get the scale factor. Tell me one of the ways. Okay. New D. What's the D stand for? Dimension. Good. So the new dimension by the old. The new is the what? Image. What? How do you know which one's the image? No, not always. It has the prime marks. Good. It has the prime marks. The one that has the prime marks, that's the new, that's the image. And you take the image and divide by the new divided by the old. And that gives you the scale factor. What if you can't tell what the dimensions are? What if you don't know what the dimension is? What do you have to do? The coordinate. You have to take the coordinate. Now look, yesterday we did C prime and C. But we could take B prime and B down here. Y'all look. If I take B prime and B, look, B prime is 8, 4. B is 4, 2. And so I just take one of these sets of numbers. I can take the x's and divide or the y's and divide. If I take the y's, 4 divided by 2 is 2. That's how you get the scale factor. You divide the new by the old, either the dimensions or the coordinates. Sometimes a lot of times I just do the coordinates because they're easier than having to count. And there on some grids you can't tell what it is. Okay? Does everybody remember that now? Sure? Okay. All right. Put that in practice. Okay, guys, on the 7.3a, that is a chance for you to increase your grade on 7.3, which some of you desperately need. The check 11 is for a grade. So you need to look at it and do what it, wait, do not start yet. Do not start. Okay? Look at the check. Look at the 7.38. It's pretty self-explanatory. You should be able to do every bit of that. And then on the dilation, check 11. Okay? On the first two, you're going to find the scale factor. On 3, 4, 5, and 6, I helped you out. And I had to label because they didn't label. I labeled and I put your JKL. You're going to put those coordinates and then scale factors 3. On 3, 4, 5, and 6, you do not have to graph. On the check 11, please listen. On, well, 1 and 2, you don't graph either. But on 3 through 6, you do not graph. Now, there's 2 of them you can't graph. Well, they won't fit on there. 2 of them would, so if you want to graph, you can, but you don't have to. You do not have to graph anything on check 11. Okay. Any questions about anything? Okay, move or get a blinder. Turn it in when you're finished.